This is All Things Nerd Production.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the Kobolds in the Basement podcast. My name is Chad Hillson. I am your game manager. We are joined with Dave Morris.
Nothing to do. This character's all new.
Oh.
Can't say a name.
Schaloan Dysland.
Playing as Luminora.
And Steven Dysland.
Poor Cass was not very tall, but poor Cass still had a great fall. Valerian.
Oh. Well, let's get into it. This is Kobolds in the Basement. Dun dun dun. No, sorry.
No.
All right. Now, before we get started, let's do a quick recap of the last episode. So, in our last episode, our reluctant heroes left Oldengarth's hold and headed towards the caverns and portal that his people had found for them. Along the way, they encountered some mutated Blythe rock creatures that ambushed them. Getting the upper hand on Cass, the Goliath rock creature grappled and stabbed Cass, lifting him up off the ground. As the party continued to fight, Cass embraced the infection coursing through him and summoned all of his strength to throw himself and the monster over the edge of a cliff, plummeting into the abyss, thus allowing the rest of our party to make it to the portal and return home. That's where we are now. So Valerian, Luminora, and Tevin, you're going through this portal, you find yourself thrown onto the ground on a beach. There are waves crashing to your backs. It's an overcast day, but you still see a little bit of blue peeking through the sky. You hear birds above. You feel the warmth of the sun on your bodies as you are now laying on this beach.
Is there any way I can deduce where I might be? If anything seems familiar, or if I've, even just from...
Yeah, absolutely. Give me either a survival or nature check.
I'm so good at those. Not too bad, though.
With the 17, you kind of recognize the shoreline a little bit. You can see off in the distance that you are near the King's Forest. So you guys are in the nation of Greyland.
I think we're near Greyland. Okay. Can I... I'll probably check to see if Luminora and Valerian or Tevin are okay.
Well, you can check yourself too.
Oh, yeah, probably make sure I'm good to go. No holes. Not leaking anything.
Yeah. That was one thing I forgot to mention because you guys did level up from the last session to now, but forgot to keep track of how much damage you guys took before going through the portal. So we'll just say that you take your time to patch yourselves up from that battle.
Good beach day. It's the best way to get over some traumatic event.
Anybody else feel a little different? I feel kind of weird after coming out of the portal, like I'm not the same.
Like some things have been slightly changed. Just certain aspects of life are a little different.
Probably feels different too for Tevin. Never being on the upside, so to say.
Yeah, Tevin's just staring up at the sky, basically. It's no longer dark and red. He sees blue skies, birds flying.
Buddy, it's the sun.
It's beautiful.
Hey, Castor made
a single tear starts to roll down his face.
Aw.
Castor will never see it again, but at least you can.
Another tear rolls down the other side of his face. So, I mean, what do you guys want to do?
So we've taken like a little bit of time to recover.
Yeah, gather your footing, patch yourselves up. Basically, I forgot about how when you level up, it automatically puts you at max HP. But yeah, you're basically, if you are looking at the world map, you're kind of down here, based on what you could tell.
Okay.
Wait, can you click again?
Mhm.
By
So-
King's Forest, right?
Yep, by the King's Forest, just south.
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Yeah, didn't ping at first. I was like, wait a minute.
Well, that was me.
Oh,
Yeah,
I can see Stevens. Then I can't see.
You can't see the pink one?
Nope,
No.
don't see the
Weird.
pink.
Thankfully, I just know my maps really well.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Are you on token layer?
That's there we go.
Hey, I see it.
Better. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
I didn't know that affected pinging. Okay. Yeah. So, what are you guys wanting to do? You are now back on the mainland. The sky looks normal to you.
So it's an almost safe assumption that we are back where we belong, roughly. In which case, should we head back to? That's a long way away, but we should head back to like the capital.
Which capital?
All began.
All the way back to Palace Meridol?
That's yep.
To the brewing, the House of Brewing?
Don't judge me for my lack of name remembering. I'm just terrible at with names.
Yeah. I mean, how would you want to do that?
Where be it? Well, should we try to find a civilized area and see if we can get us some transport?
Yeah, wasn't there like trains? Right?
There was a
Rail.
lightning rail, which is the orange kind of line on the map.
That's perfect. So we could probably hit Sharn and get out of here from there. We did lose 25% of our forces here, so honestly, I think we need to report to at least somebody about what we found.
Right.
Status update.
All right. So
So-
what's the plan?
The lightning rail, I see it goes like up. Would that be more out of the way to take the lightning rail than it is just to like walk? So I could say.
I mean, to walk that far would take you
Oof.
months,
Well,
weeks.
yeah, there's also a big obstacle in the way too.
Yeah. Where the lightning rail, once you get to Sharn, you could take it up around the Mournlands, down by Lake Sire, to Gatorhold where you got on it last time. And then you could charter horses or a wagon or something
It doesn't go through the Mournland.
up around the Mournland.
It doesn't cross. You'd have to take there's no bridge up there at Dysland. It's literally
Oh, I thought it did cross. My bad.
Maybe we could
So,
hit
like a boat or something
but
to
then-
cross
yeah.
there.
from Thrain
Very-
into
It looks like that there's a broken road, so maybe there's a bridge or something where you could.
I think there was, and it was destroyed in the last war, if I remember correctly.
I mean, I assume they got to have some ship traffic. Probably hitch a ride on a vessel.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Is you could always take a boat around. So
Oh, that's smart.
you have
Should we
options.
try to head to like Sharn or something like that? See if we can get see what options lie before us.
Yeah, try and find if a ship would be whatever fastest way to get there, probably.
All right. So you guys start making your way up towards, basically just trying to get to the main road. We're going to, if I could get both a nature and a survival check. Someone do one, someone do the other.
And two. Oh, okay, I guess I'll do my 0.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty easy. It's basically just to see if you get lost along the way. As you're making your way, it's a couple hours hike from where you are to get to the road. Just kind of making your way. As you're walking, trekking along, is there anything that you guys are talking about, discussing, anything like that?
Just talking about how
never
much I miss Cass.
Cass never got to come back.
Yeah. But he saved us.
Yeah, just
He
saying.
just wasn't meant to. I feel like we could have done more. We could have saved him. Now I just have to find a way to forgive myself for that.
It was also his choice in the end.
Yeah, but when does Castor ever make good choices?
I mean, I think we just established that he saved us, so that was a good choice, right?
But at what cost? At what cost, Tevin? He's dead. He's gone.
Yeah.
It's not like we're going to find somebody better.
All right. So you're still making your way down the road a little bit. Someone give me a perception check. Whoever does it this time, the next one will be someone else. So Valerian with a nat 1.
For a total of 7.
I mean, you're outside. The sun is popping in and out from behind some clouds. It might rain. That's about it.
What a nice day.
What are you guys doing? I mean, you have several hours of walking to do. Are you wanting to stop and, I don't know, find any sort of like supplies or anything like that? I don't know. What do you want to do? Or are you just going to walk in silence?
Well, I know Valerian's definitely like, he's kind of stewing amongst himself, just kind of rehashing what happened. Trying to stay, focused on one foot in front of the other. But he's really kind of going through it with seeing one of the closest things he's had to a friend in a very long time. Just slam dunk a giant monster down a giant chasm.
Slam dunk monster. Yes.
I want to know. Okay, Kevin, what is the first thing you want to do?
I want to try like food, like different food up here.
We're gonna have to add that to the list.
I don't really want like a brown stew. I want something hot and fresh and just something different.
We'll get you some fruit, my friend.
Fruit.
Colorful, delicious, and it keeps the scurvy away.
Can I see if there's do a check, see if there's any fruit trees or anything edible?
Yeah. Give me a nature check.
9.
As you're going, you see various bushes and stuff like that have berries on it. But you can't remember for the life of you if they're edible or not.
Can I actually ask a quick question since we are traveling? On my character sheet, I see nature's gift. What is that?
That, for our listening audience, is one of the new features you got as a druid now that we're playing Tales of the Valiant.
Yes.
And it should be on the right side of your character sheet where like all your abilities are listed out. I should have copied the text over, but it's the small living that's the one that heals.
Yeah, I see it right under the long rest button.
Yeah, it's a resource, but in the place with the red text and all, it also should describe what it does. But it heals, I think, 3d4 up to 3 times a day.
Because isn't that the one that where you can use one of your wild shapes for it?
No, it's a new resource
That's
that
the
she
other
was
one.
given. Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, there.
Yeah, I thought I copied the text over for everybody. Yeah, you've learned to harness the ambient energy of nature and can redirect that energy and encourage growth and healing. As a bonus action, choose one creature within 5 feet. This can be you. When you do so, roll a number of d4s equal to your proficiency bonus. That creature regains hit points equal to the total number rolled. This feature has no effect on a construct or undead. You can use this feature a number of times per day equal to your proficiency bonus. So it's basically like a touch range heal of 3d4 that you can use 3 times a day.
Very cool. Okay.
Also, Dave, now that we have the luck points, is that only within combat, or is that on any skill check or anything like that, where if you fail you get a luck point?
I think it's a attack roll or saving throw.
Okay.
I don't believe skill checks gain
Luck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to search through the document, but I think it's created.
All right. Yeah, for our listeners, sorry that the beginning of this episode is a lot of metagaming, but we are officially now using the Tales of the Valiant game set and rules. We talked about it on our botched roll just before this episode, but now we've adopted it.
TOV.
Good shot. Ooh. That's the stronger T. All right. So you're still going. Are you trying to just go to the shortest route to get to the main road to then follow that towards Sharn, or are you trying to kind of cut your way towards Sharn where you'll eventually meet up with the road?
Probably just hit the road, I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah, fastest way to the road.
Okay.
We're getting lost. Or...
This time, Luminora, give me a survival check, and Valerian, give me a nature check.
19.
1.
Okay.
Another nat 1. 2 in a row.
Oh,
Yeah.
Woof.
Yeah. It's attack roll or saving throw.
Okay.
Woof.
Well, with the survival roll of a 19 for Luminora, you guys are still kind of going the right way, but you've kind of come into like muddy, overgrown, difficult terrain. So it's kind of slowing you down as you're making your way. You know that you're heading directly towards the road, but you didn't avoid like a patch of ground and of the off path sort of terrain. So now you've kind of been slowed down by that. So while you are still in that one, you're going to be moving slower, and your survival and nature checks next roll will be at disadvantage.
Yeah, yes.
Anything you guys are discussing or anything like that as you're making your way through this overgrown muck?
No, I'm still pouting.
Riveting stuff.
I do have a question about now that it's switched to TOV. The oh shoot, I think they were called talents, if I have that right.
Talents are the new feats, yes.
So where would I find that, like on the character sheet?
It should be in that box in the bottom right. Like,
Got the big red words on it.
yeah, your talents should be listed there.
At the bottom of the box, it still says features and traits, but
Yeah, we don't have the official Roll20
TOV character sheet.
TOV stuff yet.
Keyword yet.
Yeah. So as soon as it's released, we'll have it because I have it pre-ordered. So,
When is it supposed to be released?
NAD. They basically just said when it's ready.
Cool.
I was hoping it would have been out by the end of June. Now I'm hoping maybe the end of this month. I don't know. I would have thought they'd have it sooner. It's not like it's the first thing they've built on Roll20.
All right. This time, Luminara, give me a perception check.
24.
Awesome. Yeah, with the 24, you notice that this overgrown stuff ahead of you does look like it's gonna clear up pretty quickly, but you also notice that the sky is starting to darken. You know, it's past midday. You know, it's into the evening now. It's starting to get a little cloudy, and it's kind of coming down on the day there. So you guys can keep pushing forward and keep going to try and get to the main road, or you can, you know, get through this heavy brush and set up camp. It's completely up to you guys how you want to do that.
How far are we from the main road?
Probably still a handful of miles, probably another hour or so of walking just to get to the road from where you were.
Probably at least get through through all this thick stuff and mud and all that.
Right. So do you want to make camp before the road, or?
Probably should. Never know who's going to be traversing these roads at night.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll get past it and then set up.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, another hour or so getting through the tough stuff comes up, because it was rough terrain, you're much more tired than what you normally would be for the hike. So you guys gonna set up camp?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay. What are you
with
gonna do for setting up camp and stuff like that?
Just a basic 3 tents in a circle, maybe a small fire.
Mm-hmm.
So circular, it's more like a triangle. And a small fire. Okay.
Even the fire is rectangular in shape, but I still call it a circle.
Okay. So as you guys kind of set up camp, is anyone going to take watch, set anything up for protection?
Yeah, I'll probably
anything
take
like that?
those 4 hours or so because I'll just trance.
Okay.
Also, it's not prepared. Okay. Scratch
What-
that. Never mind.
With your new circle,
Yeah.
that's always ready because it's a ritual.
Oh, is it? Okay. I would
Yeah.
love to cast that then. I didn't know rituals are
Yeah,
always.
rituals are separate thing. You only know one per level, but they're always ready. You just have to. It just takes ritual time to cast them, so it takes 10 minutes to cast it,
10 minutes. Okay. I
or
just
whatever it
put
says,
that.
or what the casting
10,
time.
10 minutes to an hour, depending on what it is. Luminora, what are you casting then? Read the description.
I am going to be casting Circle of Stones. The description of how this works is when I place 4 crystals on the ground in an area within range that is no larger than a 10-foot radius circle and imbue them with defensive magic. When I cast this spell, I designate any number of specific creatures or creature types to be ignored by the spell's magic until the spell ends when a creature I didn't designate comes within 30 feet of the crystals for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there. 1 crystal launches itself at the intruder. The creature must succeed on a dex save or take 1d6 magical bludgeoning damage. Once a crystal has attacked a target in this way, it becomes non-magical and falls to the ground at the target's feet. Even if I can't see the crystals, I immediately know when a crystal is triggered. The spell ends when all the crystals have become non-magical. If I cast this spell while a previous casting of Circle of Stones is still active, the crystals used in the first casting immediately become non-magical, and the spell ends. So it's basically, because it can wake me up from sleep, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
Okay.
you would know that if it went off. Yeah.
So we could all, I guess not Valerian, because he trances or whatever, something fancy, but it'll basically be like an alarm while we're sleeping. So while we're setting up tents, I tell Valerian and Tevin that my plan's to cast said circle to where we can be in that circle, if I understand.
You
I
can
think we
be
can-
outside of it, yeah.
Yeah, because if anything comes within 30 feet of the circle,
Well,
Okay.
well, the circle's 30 feet in diameter, and if anybody crosses into it,
it's a 10-foot diameter, but 30 feet from the perimeter is when it triggers, I
Okay.
believe.
yeah,
Yeah.
But you could
Ends up-
literally
Yeah.
just have it, kind of like in between
Yeah,
two
kind of like
tents and
in the middle, yeah, of all of us. That way it's kind of all the way around.
Yep.
Sweet.
And a fun fact for ritual spells, they are always cast at your highest available spell circle. So this is cast at 3rd level, not 2nd level.
Okay.
So
Ooh,
you
so
have
then it
5
does-
stones instead of 4.
And doesn't it do more damage at higher levels too?
No, it just adds another stone for each.
Oh,
Yeah, you can affect 1 additional crystal for each slot you have above 2nd.
Still handy.
Okay, and ritual spells, they do or do not take a spell slot?
Do not.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This one takes a minute to cast, so in combat that would be 10 rounds.
Right.
So not practical in combat.
All right.
Cool. And sorry, it lasts until I end it, right?
8 hours.
Cast it again. 8 hours.
8 hours until you end it, or until all the stones have been used.
Okay.
All right. Well, even still, if I could have Valerian and Luminora roll me a Constitution saving throw.
14.
6.
Okay. All right. So as the night goes on, because it's dark and full of terrors. Sorry, I'm rewatching Game of Thrones right now. Yeah, the night goes on. Valerian, are you still going to kind of keep watch for part of the evening? Even with this up, or are you just gonna?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm still pretty worked up, you know. Gonna be hard for me to sleep anyway, so.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Does it rely on hearing or sight?
Yes. You are the lookout.
Just saying. Then I have advantage.
You have advantage on that? Is that one of your new talents?
That's what replaced his dark vision.
Nice.
Advantage on perception checks that rely on sight or hearing. And I can see through lightly obscured areas normally and areas of dim light as if it were bright light. So that's an 18.
All right. You know, in the woods, you don't notice anything lurking about. You know, you do see the occasional, like, rodent or rabbit run through the brush. Every now and then you hear an owl hoot. Things like that.
J. Edgar?
You have a couple of hours if you wanted to resummon him.
That's right, we left him behind. Yeah, I would like to. Forgot about that.
Well, with your new ritualist feat, you have that.
I do. Don't know how long it takes, though.
I think it still takes an hour to cast Find Familiar.
Either way, over the course of 8 hours, if you only transfer 4.
Yeah, I'll find my oh, here it is. Yep, 1 hour. Okay. Yeah, I'll get my J. Edgar back.
So right now we're taking a long rest, right?
Yeah.
So I could prepare different spells.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Yeah, when you wake up.
And now that I'm leveled up, how many can I have prepared?
It is your druid level plus your wisdom modifier, so that would be 10, I believe. 10 total. But the ones you get from your subclass do not count towards that. So I think because I think Chad and I were trying to keep some of the spells that you might liked but lost with the transition, like Elemental Blade replaced one of your second level spells that you got from your subclass. So that one doesn't count, and then I think we tried to keep all the other ones.
Okay, how do I... Oh, shoot.
Yeah, it's going to be a little tricky right now, because you'd have to basically just search for the spell over in the compendium.
Well, while you are doing that, we'll say that a couple of hours have passed. You know, kind of while you're sleeping, all that stuff. Valerian is still very much on lookout and stuff like that. But now it's getting time for you to kind of trance again. Or not again, but to get your rest as well. Give me one more Constitution saving throw, Valerian.
You got it, boss. It's an almighty 7.
That's 7. Okay. So, as you go into your trance, Valerian, you start having... It's very restless for you. You can't fully get into a trance. You're easily stirred, and you kind of start to open your eyes a little bit. Well, first off, when you trance, do you lay down or do you sit up meditation style. Open meditation style.
Pretty much meditation style. Usually I'll find something to lean back against and kind of like Indiana Jones, just kind of like just lean up against
mask
whatever I
half
can
on.
find. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you kind of stir a little bit and you open your eyes and you see a shadowy figure sitting at your feet. Has high pointed ears like a high elf. And it turns to you and goes, "Hey boy, it's been a while." And you immediately recognize the voice in your head as your father's voice.
Daddy,
What?
how are you here?
That's not important right now. Why are you here?
Wrong place at the wrong time.
But look at you. Dirty clothing, carrying around that trinket of your mother's on your head, on your head there.
I know you're from the South, Dad. I've made it my entire life's meaning to avenge you guys. To make sure what happened to you didn't happen to anybody else.
Done a bang up job of that, kid.
Thank you.
Have you found who did it? Who is behind it? Why?
Still working on that, but I will.
By prancing around in shadows? Not using influence or your name?
Some things have to be done without those things.
Why? Look at how far I got by doing that. Look at what Mother and I provided for you by doing that. Not dancing in darkness.
Father, you got dead. I was only a little older than 100 when you died.
So you were a man.
By some standards, yeah. You could say that.
You have so much at your disposal that you could complete your life's work, so you say, if you really wanted to. But instead you're being a noble peasant, disregarding everything. You are a full dean. Act like it.
What would you have me do, Father?
Use influence to find answers, not shadows.
Why did you have to leave? Why did you have to die?
Because I was asking the right questions. You have been asking, why me? Why my parents? There's a bigger why.
Is it? Please, Father, tell me.
I can't give you all the answers, kid.
One would be good. I'll try. I swear to you and to Mother, I will try.
He reaches out this shadowy hand. You feel it on your face, and it traces the scar going down your face. And he just says, "No, we do miss you." And Mother says hello. Poof, gone. You wake up from this restless trance. It's morning. The scar on your face is burning and hot, and it is more red than normal. It's no longer the faded scar that it's looked for the past 5 years or so. And I'm sorry, but because of failing that con save, you do wake up, or you come out of your trance, but you have a level of exhaustion.
Story of my life.
So you will have -1 to all of your rolls until that is gone. Right? For exhaustion, it's for the first level, it's just -1 to all rolls.
I don't know if they took that or if they kept the old way. Let's see. Nope, it's a disadvantage on ability checks. Yeah, they kept the old way. So it's, disadvantage on all skill checks.
Oh, sorry, bud.
Lame.
So you have 1 level of exhaustion.
There's not a button for that, is there on here?
No, there is not. And remind me, just a regular long rest doesn't get rid of that, correct, Dave? It's
Gets rid of 1 level.
gets rid of 1 level. Okay.
Yeah, as I wake up and I can feel the scar burning. It kind of hurts, but all I can think about is I kind of sum it up as some sort of dream, and a small tear starts to form in one eye. And I don't really say anything, just close my eyes, wipe my tear, and stand up. Kind of not completely push the thoughts away, but just more try to focus on the road ahead.
Okay. Tevin notices your unrest and all. Well, okay. Just kind of notices your unrest. Doesn't really notice your scar being brighter than normal. Just Valerian, are you okay? Did you dream of Cass too?
I put a comforting hand on Tevin's shoulder and try to give him a weary smile and say, I am well, my friend. Cass's loss is weighing heavy on all of us. And I assume it's like it is daytime, the sun's out.
Yeah, it's like morning. Yeah.
I kind of do like half a crouch just to, be a little more level with him. And I point up to the sun. And I know deep in my heart, Cass wanted you to see that more than anything. So every time you feel that sun shining down, you feel its warmth, you just know Cass was looking out for you. And he was happy to do it.
Before I ask you to make a roll, Luminora, where are you as that conversation is going on? Are you still right around like the campsite, or are you getting fresh water for your breakfast, or trying to find fruit again? Like what are you doing?
In my head I was thinking I was kind of right outside my tent, like making sure everything's clipped down, all my gear's there, getting ready to go, packing up.
Okay. Then Luminora, give me a perception check, and Valerian, give me a deception check.
25.
Me.
And perception, and then give me an insight check as well, Luminara. Sorry.
12.
Okay. So let's go back to Valerian kind of dodging Tevin's question. When you put your hand on his shoulder and reassured him and like had him look at the the rising sun, the blue sky, the sunlight, he completely blew past of you dodging his question as to whether or not you dreamt of Cass. Luminora did not. She can tell that you're lying. Or at least not answering a question. Also, Luminora, with a 25, you notice that the scar on Valerian's face is more visible than usual. You've noticed the scar in the past, but it looks much more red and pink, coming down his face.
Like more fresh? Like healing? Kinda, or?
It definitely looks like it's fully healed, but it doesn't look like a scar from years ago. It looks like a freshly healed scar. A
Right.
new scar. Yeah. What do you guys want to do?
Oh, I would like to go up to Valerian. Unless Valerian, are you still talking to Tevin?
I think we're both just looking at the sunrise together.
Okay. Actually, I might wait till we're more on the road, more private, instead of not so much confronting Valerian, but asking about why he was trying to be deceptive and whatnot. A little bit more privacy.
All right. Well, you guys pack up the camp. You get on the road. You march for hike for another like hour or so till you get to the main road, and then you start following it west towards Sharn. We're going to. You can go ahead and drag yourselves onto the map, just over here on the right side, lower right side. I'm pretty sure everything's revealed.
Yep.
Yeah, it's daytime. It's not like a deep forest or anything like that. Okay. So I'm not actually going to have you guys move down the road because it's a small map, but you're making your way. It's kind of winding. the road is definitely wide enough for a couple of carts to go side by side. This is a main road, just kind of cutting through this forest. It's not super dense trees, not super tall trees, so you still get a lot of natural light in here. Pretty good visibility. As you are going, everyone give me a perception check. And Dave, since you currently have control of Tevin, go ahead and roll that as well.
A nat 20.
Does this rely on sight or hearing?
It does. You are looking around outside.
24. You gotta check.
But
Yeah,
you would be at
27.
disadvantage, so this would be a flat roll.
Oh
would it
yeah,
not?
actually, just a 9.
Oh, I'm sorry, bud.
So, is it safe to assume that just like anything that's not like taste or feel would just be, as far as perception checks go?
Yes.
Yeah, unless you're in like darkness.
Gotcha.
And
even
Tevin
then,
got
it could
a
be
21.
21. So with a nat 20 for Luminora and Tevin with a 21, I mean, you notice it's a beautiful day. It's still partly cloudy. It looks like the weather is like on a brink of a storm, but it's not there yet. And then Valerian with a 9. Your mind is elsewhere.
Any clouds?
But you keep walking around. Anything you guys want to try and do while you are walking for a little bit? I mean, you're a few days from Sharn. So there will be more camps and things like that, campsites and the likes, but
I would love to try and look for some edible food again. I just really want to give Tevin like any kind of experience.
okay. Give me a nature check.
7.
You find berries.
Edible? Or still just do not know?
They look like berries.
I'm gonna pass.
Sorry for the interruption, dear heroes, but I just have to ask. Are you like me and my friends, where your food tends to be lacking just a little something extra? If you are, then look no further than Crybaby Craig's hot sauce to fix all of your spicy and saucy needs. Because this pickled habanero and garlic hot sauce will go on practically anything. It was started by Craig himself in the Twin Cities of Minnesota, and this sauce has become a staple of all hot sauces and flavor enhancers across the lands for many, many moons. If you don't believe me, go and check out crybabycraigs.com and order yours today to, quite frankly, just better your life. Or at least your taste buds. But be sure to let them know that we sent you and enjoy the best damn hot sauce there is. Now, let's get back to the show.
All right.
I'm mulling over my my lucid dream that I had last night. Just trying to replay it in my head and come to terms with what my maybe father told me
Okay.
how to go about doing it.
Yeah. Just are you trying to remember like specifics, or are you just kind of replaying the whole thing?
Kind of replaying the whole thing and like trying to, even though I know he was just a shadowy figure, try to like put details on his face and body and like mulling over like every word that he said, just to first time I'm hearing this guy's voice in quite a while.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So as you're doing that, you guys are still hiking along. Everyone give me another perception check.
22.
14.
That is a nat 1 for Tevin for a 3.
For a 3. All right. So as you guys are walking, Tevin and Valerian, both don't really notice anything. Tevin's just looking everywhere, but not seeing, if that makes sense. Like, he's just loving how green it is, how bright everything is, all of that. He's just taking it in, but not actually like noticing much going on. Valerian, you're still kind of in your head with this, but Luminara, you do notice that as you come to this kind of little like break in the tree line, you notice some movement to the right of you and to the front of you. And I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh, I got a 4.
It's 21 for me.
Holy cow.
Well, for Tevin?
Okay, 12?
Yep.
Okay. There's the turn order. All right. I really enjoyed this new mechanic that Dave introduced in our other campaign called minions. The way that they work is that basically after each one of you guys go, a group of minions gets to go as well. And they don't necessarily have true HP. I mean, they do have HP, but they cleaving rules act. So if you hit one, bring it to 0, you're going to swing through to the next one. Same with like ranged weapons, as long as it's in a straight line. So if there's someone behind them, they drop to 0, it'll keep going through them. They automatically fail all saves. And if you start your turn and you are around some minions, they automatically do damage. It's equal to the number of minions that are next to you minus your AC. And then a set damage per minion that's near you.
Wait, so say I was by one of the group of 4 here, it would be
4 times whatever they are minus your AC of 16.
So say they did 5 damage each, and you had 4 within all around you. You would take 20 minus 16, or 4 damage.
okay. Gotcha. I thought you meant like 4 plus 16. I was like,
Oh,
No.
Woof.
It's designed to help like reward higher AC people without punishing. Because like otherwise, if they just did flat damage, so I could cast his old stuff. He'd be sitting there like, yeah, I have AC 25, but they'd still be doing auto damage. So this rewards people who buff their AC up.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because you can literally get to the point where they don't deal damage. Because
Okay.
if they did 5 each and you had 3 around you, that would be 15 minus your AC of 16, so -1 or 0.
Right. Okay.
They're just dangerous in large numbers.
yes. All right. So, Valerian, you go first.
Okay. Since there's still just a little bit out there, I'm gonna keep this real simple. I'm just gonna hit him with the crossbow.
Okay. Which ones are you aiming for?
Okay. All right. Never mind. I already started this. The ones to our kind of to our right.
Okay. Cool.
Due north.
No, that's a good way to put it. It's a 16
Just hits.
or 10 piercing.
Okay. So you see, first shot goes right through the first minion's head, and then slightly hits the second one
Oops.
for just a little bit of damage. And then-
And then I completely forgot that switching to TOV got rid of my second attack. So I will move just a few feet to the west here. Jade Girl, come with me, and that'll be it.
Okay. Oh, am I bad at math? I am bad at math. I'm very bad at math. How does that work? Okay. I'll figure that out here in a second. And that will be their turn. So then that will be Tevin, who Dave is going to currently control.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Tevin, are you okay, buddy? You
No,
got a cold or
thought it'd be
something?
safer up here. So, Tevin's gonna step over here, and since coming through the portal, he has converted his crossbow into a longbow, and he's going to take a shot at this one right there.
Okay.
That is a 19 to hit,
A 19 does hit. Roll damage.
9 piercing.
All right. That one is now gone.
And then, because Tevin has the Comrade talent, he can use the help action as a bonus action.
Oh, yes. I was just reading.
So he is going to give Luminora help on her next attack action. Or her next attack roll as the help action.
And does that give me advantage?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. It's all within 30 feet.
And then activate. I'm stealing. If I stole the rules, I'm stealing the term they were using. Pactivate. Pack activate.
Yep. They start coming down. And Luminor, that is now you.
Okay. So with the talent spell duelist, any touch spell, its range increases to 15 feet. So does that mean I can use shocking grasp up to 15 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Ooh. So I will move up to this group closest to me and use shocking grasp on the one closest.
Okay, read that to me. What does that one do? Is that kind of like Thorn Whip?
No, it's a touch electrocution.
Yeah, so it says
Oh, makes sense in the name.
lightning springs from your hand to deliver a shock to a creature you tried to touch. Make a melee spell attack against the target. You have advantage on the attack roll if the target is wearing armor made of metal. On a hit, the target takes 1d8 lightning damage, and it can't take
Reactions.
reactions until the start of its next turn. The spell's damage increases by 1d8 when you reach blah blah blah. Oh wait,
Level 5. So
Oh.
it does 2d8.
2d8. Hopefully I do this right. Not do that right. 17? Or no, I get the help, so 26.
Both hit.
Sweet. So 11, and that automatically does the 2d8, right?
Yeah, it's rolling 2d8 because
That 11 is the 2d8, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, no duh.
Okay.
I want to know what kind of d8 you have that rolls 11.
Right.
It's the d8 plus 3. Come on. Oh, crap. Okay. That one is gone. And then
And Pactivate.
going to do. Alright. So then Valerian. That will be. And what's your AC? 16?
16.
Couldn't remember if it changed when we switched over. Alright, so then you will take 8 points of damage. But it is your turn.
Alrighty. Starting with... I don't have Booming Blade either anymore. My arsenal is
Yeah.
gone.
Sorry.
I've only got 2 spells left. Okay. For simple, since he's within 5 feet of Tevin there, I'll start with the one that's kind of between me and Tevin. With the rapier. And 16 to hit. Does that hit?
16 does hit.
Okay. Then I'll add on my sneak attack.
Yeah. 3d6.
Let's do it the hard way, I guess. Button didn't want to work. So for 18.
Okay. And you started with the one closest, like in between you and Tevin?
Yep. And then so just do it from like left to right. Just
Yep.
Big
So
swipe.
that one goes down. The other one looks very hurt.
and I will use. Oh no, I don't have to disengage, correct?
Yeah, your feet still. Your
Well, no, minions don't make.
oh, that's another thing. They don't make opportunity attacks. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Just making sure.
I forgot to mention that. But shame on Valerian for not knowing that from the other campaign. I'm just kidding.
He did remember it.
Alright, well, I'm gonna skadoodle. I'm gonna run kind of behind Luminora.
Wow.
I'm a lot more squishy than you.
I think you guys have
What's your
the same
AC?
AC.
That's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Well, with that, you hear some more coming down the way.
Aww.
And then that will be Tevin's turn.
Oh, jeez. Uh-oh. Tevin's going to take one step back and then shoot at that one with the longbow. That's only 13.
13 misses.
And then he'll just use his bonus action to give Luminora the help action again on the next attack roll.
All right. That goes to them again.
Oh, there's more coming.
Then Luminor, that's you.
I still have Halo of Spores, right?
Oh, yeah.
I am going to go into Symbiotic Entity.
Fantastic.
So that is my action.
Just because it's been a while since you've described what it looks like as you go into the symbiotic entity, what does it look like?
What it looks like is kind of like an outline of my body of very faint mixture of blues and purple hues, and then these ghostly mushrooms floating up from all around me. Very faint. Like I said, ghostly. Again, purples and blues, different shapes, sizes, whatnot. And my eyes, I'm gonna add this one. I don't think I said this before, but my eyes kind of glow with a blue tint.
Ooh, does your silver eye just get just solid blue? That'd be super rad.
That'd be sick. I think, yeah.
just saying.
Yeah, I love that. Absolutely.
All right. So you go into your symbiotic entity. That gives you some temp HP as well. At level... You guys level 5 or 6?
6.
6. I should know this. I'm in charge. I'm the captain now. What is that for your temp HP then?
I should know that, and I have it written down in my other notebook, but I guess I grabbed the wrong one.
It's 24.
24.
If you take it as it was, I think I mentioned possibly bumping it up 1 per level, but just because Cobalt press monsters are nastier.
We'll keep it at 24 for now, but we might change that.
Okay.
So you have 24 temp HP.
Yep. And I will move towards these... Actually, this little stray to the right.
Okay.
And I'm going to use Halo of Spores on him as my bonus action.
Okay.
Reaction.
Reaction, and we've been doing it where it's an auto max instead of rolling for each time. Before you leveled up, it was at 8, so is it at 12 now?
It's still 8 right now.
Okay, is it level 7 when it goes
Yeah,
up?
it'll go up to 6 and 12 at level 7.
Okay. Awesome. So at 8, I mean that lonely dude is on death's door. He's choking on mushroom spores. I hate mushrooms.
Me too.
I think that's it.
You can still back up because they don't do opportunity attacks.
Oh, yes.
That's very true. Yes.
I'm gonna go back to where I was. It's Valerian behind me.
That's my tank.
Oh, right. So, on this, you see that there are a few more that come down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, you hear stomping off in the distance, and you see this hulking orc following behind the minions. 9 foot tall. It doesn't look like a full orc, but it is bald, has very pale skin. You notice on one arm that it's like arm, elbow, and then just like a cap with a giant axe attached to it instead of another hand. Walks very slowly and just is kind of making like guttural animalistic noises. And then that will go back to the top there for Valerian.
Yeah, I think we need to step up some damage here quickly.
I agree. We have nothing. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna do what I can here. I'm gonna cast sleep. So 20 foot. Anything out from a 20 feet? Probably that.
Okay.
And that's what, 5.
What's the total damage? Because they auto fail.
Oh, I don't have second level spells anymore.
You didn't have them to begin with.
I had 1 second level spell slot. Could have sworn I did. Maybe not. 25.
25. Where are you centering it?
Right there.
Okay. Pick 2 that just completely drop, and then pick a third bunch that gets injured from it.
Well, it's all or nothing. So whatever one, like, he rolled 25, so 25 HP worth of creatures fall asleep. So if they have 7 hit points each, that would be 3 of them.
Yeah, they have a little bit more than 7.
If they have 8, or it'd be 3. If they have 9 or more, then it's 2. Unless they have more than 12.
Oh, so it's... Oh, I see what you're saying. All or nothing. Yeah. Just pick 2 that drop.
The 2 closest.
Okay. I see what you're saying. I'm sorry, I misunderstood for a second there, Dave.
And that's all I can do.
Okay.
Unless well, there's probably too many of them to hide. Otherwise, I could take my cunning action and hide among the trees or something. But I'm assuming there's enough of them around that probably unlikely.
And they all would fail.
Well, you'd have to beat their passive perception, whatever that is. It's probably low.
Go for it.
Alright, I will try to run to the north and duck into the woods and hide.
Okay, give me a stealth check. Fortunately, it's at disadvantage.
But his cloak gives him advantage, so it's a straight roll.
13. Just enough.
With a plus 10.
Well, they don't know where you went.
Sweet.
So those ones are going to move up. Then it is Tevin's turn.
Oh. And Tevin is just going to fire his longbow. He's going to try to line it up to, hopefully, if he rolls high, hit that one and get the guy behind him.
The one that's on the diagonal.
Like the diagonal from him, so if he
Mhm.
fires, and it would just go like that.
Perfect.
That's a nat 1.
Well, hate to break it to you, Tevin. 2.0. That does not hit.
You know.
But since he still had... Oh, wait, I forgot. We've been forgetting? Tevin, has, since he has missed his last 2, now has 2 luck points.
Oh, that's right. Luck points. It's new.
Lucky duck.
But he's the only one because everybody else has been hitting.
Yeah. And for our listeners, luck points, as you acquire them, it's from any time that you miss on a fail on a saving throw or attack roll, you get 1 luck point. You can exchange a single luck point to add an extra point to whatever you rolled. You can exchange 3 luck points to re-roll, but you can never have more than 5 at a time. If you do get 5, then you roll a 1d4, and that's what you end up with for luck points.
Yeah, so if you go over 5, it resets to 1d4.
Yep.
And it's not advantage on the reroll, it's just a straight reroll.
Yeah.
So it doesn't give you advantage, it just...
So you don't take the higher of the 2 rolls, you just take the
take the second roll, period.
Yep. All right, so that was 10. There's that, and then Luminora, that is you.
I am trying to use Phase Bolt.
Okay, read that to me. That seems like a new one, or maybe just a reworked spell.
It's a deep magic spell.
You focus ambient energy into a crackling bolt 100 feet long and 5 feet wide. Each creature in the line takes 5d8 force damage, or half as much damage if it makes a successful dexterity saving throw. The bolt passes through the first...
Object, I think it is.
Yeah, in its path. This, lettering is so small for me, I'm sorry. And creatures on the other side of it receive no benefit from cover. The bolt stops if it strikes a second object.
Yeah, so it could go through a door and then hit people on the back of it, but if it hit a second door, it would then stop.
But can it, go through,
Multiple people, yes.
Oh, yeah.
all the way to the orc?
Yeah, people are not objects.
Sweet, okay. Yeah.
People are people. We do not treat people as objects.
So, I'm trying to line it up just right.
I mean, realistically, just taking 5 feet of movement forward would do the most damage.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. So I will do that and cast it.
Yeah, so that's gonna hit. Probably want to back up actually 5 feet, and you'll catch one more, I think.
Okay, sweet. Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right back.
Yeah. Now you're catching 4.
Plus the orc.
4 plus the orc. Yeah.
And I'm gonna cast it at 3 here. Oh, did I do something wrong? Oh, so spell save DC 15.
Yeah, it just didn't roll the damage yet.
Yeah, you might have had a pop-up that came up that said, what level do you want to cast this at?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, and then click when it says 3, click OK, because you don't have 4th level slots yet.
No, yeah. Level 3, and then submit, and then it just did that.
Huh. Well, just roll 5d8.
Also, the orc fails. You rolled a 7.
Sweet.
Will you draw that line for me again to see which of those 4 goblin minions?
I got it. Oh, she's rolling.
Thank you. Okay. So
8, 1, 2, 3,
those
4.
go. Those go.
21.
21. Okay. It's just lightning damage, right?
Force.
Force damage. But no pushing or anything like that. Okay.
Nope, it's a slightly weaker version of lightning bolt.
Okay, cool. 21.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, that definitely, it shoots through. You see the first 2 goblins that are in front of you just sizzle, turn to ash and dust before the lightning even is done being shot. And then you hear just guttural just in the background as the orc gets hit. And then we're going to have these guys dash. And then the...
Oh, wait. Sorry, I wanted to use Halos. I wanted to move and use Halo Spores on one more.
That's fine, go for it.
Okay, sorry. So I'm gonna move to the guy on my left here.
Yep.
Halo
He
Spores.
fails. And he's dead.
Sweet. And then I'm just gonna move back. A little bit in front of Tevin.
Right, so these guys are going to dash up. He is going to dash as well because he does not have any sort of range, and that was okay. You just hear thum, 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 as he's running, And then remind me on minions rules, Dave. Do they also act after enemies as well, or only the PCs?
Only the PCs.
Cool.
Yeah, just to keep. It's basically to try to keep the action economy balanced.
Cool. Then Valerian, that is you.
Since I am tucked away here, I will peek my head out just enough to get my crossbow out and take a shot at probably just the closest one here. Is that advantage because I have the hidden, or
It'll be a straight roll because of your exhaustion.
Nope.
No?
No, because it's skill checks, not attack rolls.
You're right. Advantage.
So that's not 20.
20. Okay. So base for that is going to be 13 plus 26. So 39.
Okay, show me the line. Like your shot path. Okay. Those 3 drop.
And then, still not sure exactly how this works. So it doesn't add anything? Sorry, I was trying to figure out my elemental infusion. So it doesn't add any damage of any type, it just changes the damage type.
Yes.
Alright, well that will be probably it for me. Unless I guess I can try to 5, 10, 15, run over to maybe the other side and try to hide again.
Other side of where?
The run past this little clearing here to the other set of trees and
Okay, give me a stealth check.
it's not the right window.
And that one will be at disadvantage.
17.
But you still pass.
Yeah.
They're passing.
Plus 10, man. Plus 10.
All right. You see that there are some more minions. Oh, I moved them, but forgot to put them onto your lair so you guys can see them.
Hello.
All right, and then Tevin. That will be Tevin's turn.
They just keep coming. And I'm gonna shoot his longbow at this one.
Which one? I'm sorry.
Right, like
That.
that way. So if he goes through, go to the guy behind him.
Cool.
That is a 23
The 23 does hit.
for
Very
9
nice.
piercing.
For 9 piercing. That minion looks hurt, but it does not drop him.
And bonus action, help Luminora on her next attack action. Or spell, attack roll.
All right, perfect. Same thing here. And they're going to run up. They'll be right there. Then Luminora, that is you.
I'm gonna use my reaction on the minion closest to Tevin, right in front of him.
Okay. The Halo Spores as a reaction.
Yes, yeah, sorry.
Okay. So fails, takes 8 damage. It's hurt. Okay.
And I'm gonna mix it up. I'm gonna go up to the group of 6 minions.
Mhm.
And use my scimitar.
Okay.
Yeah, just left to right, if I can, or can I not? Do I have to go
Yeah.
for the middle one?
No.
Okay. 22 to hit,
Okay. Roll for damage.
4 slashing,
Okay.
and I get another. I get 2 attacks with my scimitar when I'm in symbiotic still?
No, it just adds a d6 of damage.
Oh, that's it.
Yep.
Okay.
Druids don't get 2 attacks.
And then I'm going to.
Oh, roll a d6.
Oh, I thought it did it automatically. Sorry. 3.
Okay. Looks hurt.
And that'll be it. I'm gonna move back next to Tevin.
Okay. All right. These are going to run up. They're going to dash, so they can't really do anything anyways. Then that will be the orc's turn. Oh, what was the stealth that you rolled?
17.
17. Let's see his passive perception. Perception is wisdom based, yeah?
Yep.
He rolled a 17. So he saw Valerian run into the woods. None of the minions did. He's going to walk up. He gets 2 attacks. One with his axe hand, one with his off hand, or just his open hand. First is going to swing 26 to hit.
Fun fact, actually, that does hit.
That'd be for 10 points of slashing damage.
Will actually be 5 points of slashing damage.
Pourquoi?
I have this amazing talent called Uncanny Dodge. So when an attacker that I can see hits me with an attack, I can use my reaction to have that attack's damage.
Fantastic. So that will be just 5 points of damage for you. Is then going to swings through, and as he swings through, he's just going to follow it up with a punch. Just aimed right at you, but that was only a 10.
Falls quite short.
So yeah, he swings through you, barely, kind of like grazes you, not as big of a hit as he thought. Because of your dodge, as he swings with his follow-up, he misses. And then we're going to have... Well, they don't know you're there, so... Oh, they don't react, or minions don't move after him. My bad. So, at initiative 0, you feel our heroes, Valerian, Luminora, Tevin, they feel the hair on your arms and neck start to stand up. You feel a bit of a crackle in the air. Almost like that storm that you've been witnessing is finally starting to break. All the moisture near you seems to get very heavy and almost evaporates. You look down the road, kind of where all these enemies came from, and you see, with the sun to their back, a silhouette of someone riding in on some sort of mount. It looks like a big horse. You see them riding in. They rush towards you. As they swing at one of the minions right near you, they miss. But then they leap from their mount past the orc and the surrounding minions. The sky darkens. And Dave, explain what happens next.
So I jump off the back of my mighty steed, which is like a brown and white kind of painted Mustang horse with brass scale mail. And as I jump up, you can see in my hand a warhammer that is crackling with lightning. And as I come down, I'm kind of wearing like a little bit of a cloak right now. Gotta keep the rain off. As I come down, I grab the hammer with 2 hands and just come full swing onto the big orc. And because I am under, and you didn't let me do it, Chad, because you kind of skipped my approach.
I explained the miss, but explain why the miss happened.
Yeah, because I am under the effects of the pendulum spell, my first roll was an automatic nat 1. But because I'm under the effect of the pendulum spell, my second attack,
This one
is an automatic nat 20. So I'm coming down on the big orc with a 2-handed hammer swing, crackling with lightning. You can't even really get a good look at him because of the lightning so bright. And so as I hit the orc, I am going to use my hammer's Thunderstrike ability.
Na 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 na.
And so this is basically full Thor entering Wakanda.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Thor.
Thor entering Wakanda, coming in and slamming the ground. Only there's a very unfortunate orc in the path, so I'm gonna land roughly probably like right here. And so when I slam, did we decide on the radius, Chad?
Oh, I thought we did.
15.
I think, yeah, 15 feet. So a 30 foot
So-
cube or circle.
Well, yeah, so it's 15 feet from. So it's there, basically all but the bottom 4. Yeah, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be all but the bottom 4.
All but the
The ones by Tevin, basically.
bottom 2.
I mean, if you.
Maybe the bottom 3. More than half of that one is in there.
Yeah. So all of them,
So that still says 15 there. So
yeah, all but the bottom 2, take 4d6 lightning damage. Oh, that was a crap roll. 12.
but this affects them all individually. Yeah.
Yes, each one takes 12.
Immediately, all of those minions just evaporate into lightning, into static electricity. It's almost like you see the electricity of where their skeletons used to be, and there's nothing else, and then just nothing. They're just gone.
Bugs on a zapper.
And so then for the hammer attack, that 12 is doubled because it's a crit, so that's 24 from the lightning, 10 for the hammer, plus my strength mod, which is 4, so that makes it 18 or 14, plus 24, so that's 38. Plus the 4 for the D4, so that's 42, and then I add one more D4, 46 plus the hammer, 50, and because I'm feeling saucy, I'm pushing it. We'll add another 48 onto that.
For the smite?
Yep. So that is 22, so that is
72 points of damage. Woof.
Oh, dang.
This orc went from, wow, I'm a little hurt. Obviously, you can understand because he's gone, was basically like, wow, that one lightning strike from that mushroom witch lady over there didn't feel good. Meh. He's on death's porch
Yeah, that was really bad rolls actually for damage.
after that. So,
So I land, and the cloak kind of falls off, and you guys see standing at about 5'2", broad-shouldered, wearing plate mail, shaved mohawk, bright red hair with yellow highlights, and a X scar on the back of his head. Come on, drag on.
Hey.
Turns around with his beard, still with also with blonde highlights and everything around, and looks over his shoulder and goes, "Did you miss me?"
and that's where we'll end this episode.
First.
Dang, I was just about to bend my knee.
Oh, shit, really? Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Ugh.
So, yeah. Who saw that coming? Cassie did.
Like Gandalf.
Barely.
But a lot angrier. I will say, Luminora actually feels something kind of almost like warm and fuzzy right now.
Oh, yeah.
From
Yep.
what?
Right now, as we would stand here, you would have a +4 bonus to all your saving throws,
Ooh,
as long as you were within 10 feet.
10 feet to cast, +4 on saving throws. Going in my notes.
It is the Paladin level 6 ability called Aura of Protection.
And that's like all the time?
It's as long as I'm conscious, it's active.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I have something too to make sure you stay conscious.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, that's what Paladins. That's why Paladins frustrate GMs to no end, because, yeah, my saving throws right now
Damn,
across the board are off the charts.
Yeah. Well, if our listeners like this and would like to support us, please check us out on Instagram. It's at Kobolds in the Basement Pod. Find us on Facebook. We have a subreddit. Is there any other social medias that we have? Do we have Twitter, formerly known as X, or vice versa, whatever it is?
I have created one.
Okay. You can find it there.
Kind of repost art when we share episodes on there.
Yeah. Or also, if you want to become a premium subscriber, I mean, that's awesome. You get some bonus content behind the scenes as more stuff gets announced. All of our botched rolls are ad free on that. It's over at buymeacoffee.com/allthingsnerd. When you subscribe, just let us know that it's the Kobolds that sent you, so you get Kobolds member exclusive merch. Also, like, share, and subscribe wherever you get your podcast. Watch this. Well, listen to it on YouTube with a standstill picture. Watch it. To stay up to date on everything. Does anyone here have anything that they would like to plug?
I'm going to give a shout out to a really cool TV show I watched recently. Our Lady Jane on Amazon.
On Amazon? Okay. Haven't heard of it.
I think it's like their number 2 show right now and has been for a while. I mean, obviously it's not going to overtake The Boys, but it's really good. It's kind of an alternate history thing that's got a lot of good humor and and plot and everything. And yeah, British humor, a little bit of humor, action, a little bit of fantasy thrown in there for 2, because why not?
Awesome.
Stella approves.
Yeah. Dyslands?
I don't have anything this week.
Got nothing. Just looking forward to the season finale of Acolyte, I guess.
You don't sound convinced. I'm loving that show. It's not the best, but it's yeah. But it brings in a lot of like legend stuff and makes it canon, which I am here for.
It does.
Also, I mean, by the time this episode's out, House of the Dragon season 2 will be done, but this show does not disappoint. Or if you like other nerdy podcasts that are more conversational about movies, TV shows, comics, things like that, check out the All Things Nerd podcast, wherever you get your podcasts, or at allthingsnerdpod.com. Anything else from our wonderful kobolds? Only one of us seems to be in a basement.
No.
Only because I know Dave's house. All right. Well, that's it from all of us. Goodbye from Kobolds in the Basement.
Toodles.
Bye-bye.